you've been thinking about selling wall art in your Etsy shop, but you feel like the market is overcrowded, then I'm happy you're here. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you not only how to find a low competition niche, but I'm going to walk you through how to create your own version of beautiful trending wall art. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Dania, and I relaunched my digital download shop in July of 2024, and within a few short months, I have worked my way up to one of the top 1.5% shop owners on the Etsy platform. And on my channel, I want to share with you everything I've learned and everything I continue to learn to help you grow your shop as quickly as I did. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, and to begin with, we will begin by heading over to eRank to begin the entire process. We are looking for wall art today, so I am going to type in wall art, and we're going to keep it very broad right now. We're not going to go into too much detail yet. We can see right here, we have over 100,000 searches according to eRank, and we have over 13 million competition, but I'm not worried about that because I know we're going to be niching down. I'm going to work my way over to the keywords down here, and I am just going to click competition one time. I'm going to click it one more time, and that will filter the competition from low to high. Now, I'm looking at two things here. I'm looking at the amount of competition, but more importantly, I'm looking at the search graph, which will show how a particular keyword has done over the past 15 months. And if we hover over that, we'll see that directly from eRank telling us what that is. But the way I'm using it is I'm looking to see what is brand new, what has never been searched before that out of the blue is coming up. And if we can look at the four we have here, according to the graph, they've never been searched before. But all of a sudden in February of last month, they came up out of nowhere. So I'm very interested in looking for niches like that because those are up and coming niches. So I'm just going to make my way down, and I'm looking for a niche that I want to create for. We can go down, and we definitely want to avoid any copyright or trademarked items, but I'm just going to go down, and I want to create something that I know I'll have fun with and that I'll like creating. So I'm going to just make my way down. And the reason why I'm going quickly is because I only have my eye on the graph. I've already filtered it from low competition to high competition. So I know the first few pages I want to be good when it comes to competition. I'm only looking at that graph for last month. We'll continue working our way down. We have the weekend wall art. Don't create that one. That one is trademarked and that can get your shop shut down. I'm just going to continue going. Let's go to page 2. There are quite a few here, which is really cool. Go to page 3. Oh, okay. I think I may have found one. We have oyster wall art, and it had an average of 1,200 searches last month, but also in January and December. That is really interesting. It's new, only a 3-month niche, but it's picking up traction. In December, it had 1190, January 1190, and then February 1200. So it is moving up, and it has an average between all 3 of those months of 300 monthly searches and only 6,000 competition, which is not bad at all. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to click it. I'm going to copy it, and then we'll make our way over to Etsy. Okay, and I have typed in our keyword in the search bar on Etsy, and what I want to do is go by looking at page 1, what came up for me, and getting inspiration. And what I'm looking at are, what are the color palettes that are being used? What are the type of design style? I'm seeing a lot of watercolor. I'm seeing a lot of neutral colors. I'm looking, and I'm noticing too, we have a bundle here or a little set, which is really cool. We have text on that one, which is really cute. I like that. And I'm just looking to see what people are doing. Some of these are vertical, some of these are horizontal. I'm just taking note of what I'm noticing because I want to find a way to make it my own. And these are really good. They look great. And a little tip too, you can come back to the top and then you can go to all filters. And then if you're a digital shop, you can search by digital downloads, or if you're a print on demand shop, you can look by physical items, but I keep that filter off because I want to see what's doing well in the digital and the physical world to get a better, more comprehensive understanding of what other people are doing. So I'm looking and I think I know what I want to do. We will head over to Kittl to begin creating our beautiful wall art. But before we head into Kittl, I just want to quickly show you 3 different listings that are killing it in this particular design niche. We will begin with number 1 here, and we have, you can't really tell that it's an oyster, but you kind of can. It's very, very pretty, and I love how neutral it is and how abstract it is in a way too, because it's not blatant that you have oysters on an image. I mean, it's very pretty. I like it. We can see that we got that bestseller badge and we have it in quite a few cards by now too. I want to show you something a little bit different, and I'll be using Everbee to analyze the listing. I want to show you something a little bit different. Typically we focus here on the overall analytics and like the most recent data regarding that listing, but I want to come down here to trends and I want to show you how much the listing has made according to Everbee. But if we look at it from all time, this item has made over $2,400. Again, one listing and it has made over $2,400. I want to show you another one I found. Okay, and we have this really pretty wall art design, and I think this one might be my favorite. I like the mock-up that they're using, and I like how the colors go in with the mock-up. It looks very high-end, very professional, but I'm a major stickler for mock-up, so don't mind me, but let's get back into it. We have another bestseller, and we have 2 people bought the item in the past 24 hours. I'm going to click the Everbee Analyze listing icon, and I'm going to make my way back down here, and I'm going to click the drop down, and then we'll do all time. And this one has made over $4,400, and this is only a 7-month-old listing. I mean, it's not an old listing by any means, making $4,400. I think that's really impressive. And then the third one I wanted to show you was we have an Etsy's pick, which I love those because Etsy has gone in and determined that this is one that they want to feature. I would love to have one of my items be an Etsy's pick. I think that is so cool. And then we have over 20 views in the last 24 hours. And this one is not a digital item. It is a physical item. So very cool. We'll go ahead and analyze it with Everbee and make our way down here all time. And this one is making over $3,400 in the time that it has been listed. And it is only a 5-month-old listing. You can do well on the platform. Everything doesn't have to be approached as being oversaturated. You can do well. We'll make our way into Kittl. Okay, and now that we have made our way over to Kittl, I am going to create my own artboard, and I want to do a 3:4 ratio for my wall art. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right over here and create my own artboard to the dimensions that I want. And I want to do inches, and then we'll do 15 inches by 20, and I want to make sure the DPI will be at 300 to give me really good high quality result. Make sure the orientation is where I want it to be, and that is vertical, and I will click create. I am going to make my way right over here to begin the AI image creation process. We'll click there, and then we'll click image generator. And now I'm going to enter in the prompt I want to begin with. And if you're in my Done For You group, I'm going to give you a full list of the entire prompt collection. I'm only going to be sharing one prompt in today's video, but if you're in the group, then this will be available to you when the video is on YouTube. So stay tuned for that. And for those who may not know, I do have a community where I provide daily low competition trending niches in addition to a ton of other stuff in the group. We have live calls, we have a great community, and a lot of the people in the group are beginning to take action, and their action is paying off. So if you're tired of being overwhelmed, overthinking, then go ahead and check out the link below, and we would love to have you over there. Okay, and I will pop in my prompt, and I want to come over and try out the acrylic design style. I do love that one in particular, especially for wall art. And I love that with Kittl, you can pick a particular kind of style that you want to go with. And I want to go with an acrylic wall art design. and then I'll make my way down to the bottom, and then I'll click generate image, and I'll be right back when we have gotten our design. Okay, and we got a really beautiful result. I really like that. Okay, all right, I'm a little excited, but it came out beautifully and I love it. Okay, I am going to click right over here and we're going to upscale it to make it as high quality as we can and really sharpen up the image to make sure that it will be suitable for printing so our customer will get a clean, crisp design. Now that we have that done, I am going to just move it to the top left, and then I'm going to hold down the shift button and I'm going to click on my mouse, and that will allow me to move it like that. If I don't hit the shift button, I can't do that. I'm very limited in how I can manipulate the image. So again, you want to hold down shift and then click your mouse, and then we can manipulate it in a way that will fit our artboard. Now let's move it down here like that. If you want to add more color or enhance your image in any way, you can come right over here to photo filter. I do this quite often. You can click photo filter, and then we have different filters we can add. I like to add a little bit more saturation and a little bit more vibrance. You do not have to, but you definitely can if you'd like to. Perfect. I'm happy with that. We will go ahead and save it, clicking the export button at the top right, and then you want to make sure your measurements are accurate and your DPI is accurate. And then I want to go ahead and click the optimize quality button, because why not? Why would we not want to have the highest quality possible? And then I'll click export. Okay, now I want to generate another design. I'm going to click generate again, and then I'll be right back when we have that image done. Okay, and we have another beautiful image. I'm going to do the same thing. And if you haven't figured it out by now, I am going to create a set of very similar images, but they're all going to be a little bit different. And that way that will add a bit more value to your listing. I'll show you how that will look when I get that mocked up. Do the same thing. I'm going to resize it. I'll add my filter on there, just a little, nothing too crazy. And then we will save it. We already have our optimized quality box checked. So I will click export, and then we will do one final generation. And I'll go to generate again. I'm using the exact same prompt and I'm getting a different image each time, which is really cool. And Kittl, I love their AI. You can do a ton of really cool things with their AI. Let me go ahead and delete that one. Okay, and now we have our final image again. And you know what? I forgot to upscale the other one, but that's okay. Just don't forget to upscale. Let me go ahead and do that right now. And then we'll go ahead and shift and then click down on the mouse to move it where we want. And if you want your item to be aligned to the middle, you can click right up here and you can center it with no problem. Let's go ahead and pop our filter on. And again, you don't have to do the filter. It's just my own personal thing I like to do. We'll go ahead and save it. And then I'll be right back with all three mocked up. Okay, and we have our 4 mocked up images. We have the entire collection showcased together to give your customer a really good idea of what all 3 will look like together. And moving on to our next mock-up, we have our standalone image here, which I think that one might be my favorite out of the whole collection. And then we have our next item that we created. And then we have our final item that we created, and together they all look beautiful and very cohesive. And you really want to make sure that when you are adding listings to your shop that your mock-up images are on point. I get mine from Etsy directly, or I get them from Creative Fabrica. There will be a link down below for Creative Fabrica if you are interested. And don't forget that if you are tired of overthinking and being overwhelmed and you're ready to jumpstart your growth, check out the link below to join our community. The video on your screen here goes over 5 unsaturated digital niches that you can begin selling today. I'll catch you guys over there. Thanks for watching. Bye.